What's up, home slice? Lucas here. So today's the day. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go through my Instagram messages, my unread ones, and I'm gonna try to answer all the questions I have to the best of my abilities. One thing before I get started, I just want to say I'm gonna go straight through, and I'm really sorry everybody who I haven't responded to. That's why I'm making this video for you guys, and hopefully you'll understand that I'm just a lazy turd. All right, so without further ado, I'm making this video for you guys. I'm gonna be trying to answer all your questions to the best of my abilities. Today, what we're doing is I'm gonna go to my Instagram messages, and for video time purposes, I think I'm gonna go to all of my requests. And I have 71 requests, so I'm gonna try to go through 71 of those and answer those. Now, I have a lot of direct messages already in there that I haven't even read, from my friends even, but I'm just gonna save those maybe for another video if it is requested, because there's like 100. Oh, it just keeps going. Okay, I'm not gonna look at that right now. We're gonna do the requests. So going all the way down to my oldest first, and it says it's only from 4 weeks ago, so I don't know if it just deletes them automatically, and dang, I am so sorry if it does, because now I feel extra terrible. So to identify like where the question's from without like giving away too much information, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna basically just say either the first name that's on there. So if you have your first and last name, I'm gonna say the first name, or like the first understandable thing. I'm not gonna say like the whole thing. So if it was like Bushmaster 125, I'm not gonna say Bushmaster 125 says, I'm gonna say Bushmaster. Okay, first question here. I guess I'm just gonna allow. If I allow this, then that means you can send me more messages. All right, so play video for Kylie. Looks like she's trying to do a backflip. Oh my goodness, and she did it. She landed it. I don't know if she wants me to share this with the world, but it literally looks like she's on a mattress and trying to do a backflip. She's really whipping backwards, so I guess just work on jumping a little bit more straight up on the mattress, but keep that same power, because the power you had in there was good. I don't want to invade anybody's privacy. You guys didn't give me permission or not to share this. I mean, I'm certain a lot of you guys don't care, but I just want to respect everybody, and plus I'm lazy. I snatched, and then something. So I snatched I snatched your boo. Okay, I'll give away your whole name. I'm sorry, dude. I'm gonna allow. Hi, I'm a big fan. Please answer me. Hey, what's up? I hope it's a man. Hey, man! Exclamation. That was easy. All right, next one. Whew, feeling okay. Whew. All right, so Tom just sent me a message. I'm gonna allow here. All right, Tom has, he's trying to learn the flare, it looks like. Tom's trying to learn the flare. All right, so I'm watching him trying to learn the flare. It looks pretty good. Hey, I'm Tom. Need help on getting my second flare ASAP. Tom, what it honestly looks like is you just need to keep practicing. You're doing great, honestly. Kicking back into it and trying to hold down on your left arm is going to be beneficial for you, because it looks like you have a very high flare in the front. When you get to the back, it's still pretty high, but your legs start to crunch in the back. All you got to worry about doing is trying to get back out to the front by kicking your right leg up hard and leaning to your left arm. Good job. All right, moving on. Brian. Brian's got a sick haircut. Congrats, brother. Well-deserved. Been a follower around since 2010. Thank you, Brian. Thank you. Brian looks like, all right, how's it going, brother? Your YouTube tutorials are awesome. I recently got mills, but they still feel a little bit choppy and slow. If you could give me any pointers, that would be great. Thanks. All right, we're gonna allow. Brian looks like a cool dude. He's got a sick haircut. I might have to do that. So what he's basically doing is he's doing windmills, and I mean, he's getting multiple ones. He's just kind of going slow when he comes to the stabbing position, right? So Brian, all I would recommend doing is, I think it's more of a mental thing from this point. Now, I'm sorry, I know this is all quick advice, but what I think is, don't think of it as like 1, 2, 3, 4 windmills. Think of it as just one continuous motion. And if you think about that, and try to just feel that, what have you, it'll come together more smoothly and faster. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. Merry Christmas, man. He says Merry Christmas. I'm gonna say Merry belated Christmas to him. Holy moly, I'm sorry guys, I gotta pick this up because I have like 70 of these to go, and this video is gonna literally be like an hour long. It literally just looks like hey, hi in a group chat. Just for time purposes, I'm so sorry guys. I'm gonna have to just move to the next one. Yeah, and here's another group chat. Man, I'm sorry guys, but I think you guys individually also sent me messages, so hopefully I'll get to those. It just looked like I was just included in some group chat, and I don't think anybody cares. Okay, moving on to brother. Brother tagged me in a post, and this post is some guy doing a backflip, and he straightened out, and he landed in his sandals. That was pretty sick. All right, thanks, bro. Trevor. Hey, man. Love your videos on YouTube and the tutorials. I've learned to backflip, but it's like a pike, and I want to get more of a tuck. I always grab my thighs instead of grabbing my knees, and I was wondering if there are any tips or advice you could give me to tuck. I'm also a very sweaty dude, so I kind of get scared that I slip on my hands. Yeah, I'm sweaty as heck, dude. I bet you I'm more sweaty than you. No, I'm just kidding. Hope to hear from you, bro. All right, sweet. All right, Trevor, if you're landing it, then it's basically just a style thing. So you're probably, you want more of that tuck style. What I would try to do, if you don't have access to any facility, is just try to honestly just think simple progression, linear. You're tucking under your thighs. Try to move your hands up a little bit closer to your knees, but not even there yet. Do a couple backflips like that. Move them up closer until you finally touch the knees on the side. All right, you don't have to change your hand placement around. Just keep them right to the side like you are, and just, slip your hands up. And then eventually, when you get it down to the right level, then try to change your hand position. Because I think trying to change your hand position in the beginning might play with your mind. I'm a sweaty guy too. What I do is I wear pants. I try to wear absorbent pants. Hickox, and then, there's more to that. Hey mate, do you need some help with planche? Question. When a fan want to help you out, say yes, man. I've been dying with it for years, dude. Help me, man. Me, man. LOL. Should I put an LOL? I'm saying that because I've responded so late, and I seriously need help with this move. But then again, I really haven't practiced this move in a long time. The last time I actually tried tuck planche was probably in the last video you saw me try a tuck planche. Not a tuck planche, a straddle planche, which was like a month and a half ago. Honestly, guys, I've been slacking hard. I've been getting into other hobbies of mine, and unfortunately, my training has just been maintenance right now for these last 2 months, mainly due to the weather. And you know what? Any advice I will take, and I'll be happy to take. So thank you. Moving on, Baker Christian will say, hello, hi, hello. Cool. That one was easy. All right, B-boy underscore Kalogia. I just said your full name, dude. I'm sorry if you didn't want me to disclose that. He said, do you remember your breaking throwback video where you show this 360 kip up? I think he was responding to someone's story, because remember I made that video about a 360 kip up, and I'm like, oh, I want to do that. And then I think he was trying to create a conversation between some people. Yeah, that'd be sick if somebody landed that already. I would love to see that. Thank you. Thanks for the info. All right, next guy, Game Day. Oh, I think he responded to my story of me bowling when I bowled an 81. Backflip after toss. I should have backflipped after toss. Probably would have bowled exactly the same. I'm just going to say LOL. All right. I feel bad when I don't respond to these, so I'm sorry that I'm not responding to you guys. All right, Gerald. Oh, what? Wait, what? How come Gerald and I are already friends, so I don't know why he's down in here. He says, congrats, there's been oh my goodness. He said, he's responding to my bowling video. He said, better than me, I got a 74 a few weeks back. Gerald. Yo, man, LOL. Kind of response is that, but I wrote it anyways. Gerald's so funny. Sorry, bro. All right. Moving on. We're busting through these now. Wifey kicking your butt. People are so a couple of weeks ago I went bowling with my wife over Christmas break, and I bowled an 81, and I posted it to my story, and it was sad basically, and everybody's responding to that. So all right, here we go. Moving on. Schultz says, hello, sir. Heart, please reply. And I'm just going to say, hey, what's up? Hey, exclamation. That was easy. B. Cristiano says, hi. I'm going to say hi. Exclamation with an exclamation point, because we are enthusiastic over here. Decoit says, hey. I'll say, hey! Exclamation. Easy. Shang says, whoa, we got some message. Okay, here we go. Shang, pay attention. This is for you. Hey, Lucas, how's it going? Been following you on YouTube for quite a while now. Now I've hit the big 400, and I've been using your vids more and more. Sweet, dude. Congratulations. To be honest, it feels like you are my personal trainer. Wow, that really means a lot. Anyways, I wanted to say how much I'm enjoying your 5-minute videos. Lots of really good ways to build up moves. Initially, I thought I would never try. Have you ever thought about including someone else who's never tried that move in your video and show how they can progress? Cheers, Phil. Hey, bro. Just watched your 10 things video on YouTube. Been following you for years now. That video struck a chord with me. You've gone through a lot and it comes to some great conclusions. All I want to say to you is one piece of advice I can give you for living your life to the fullest. Be in the moment. When you meet a friend, put away the phone and really listen to them. Dude, that is great advice. My favorite quote of all time, the best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart, by Helen Keller. Honestly, that was some super solid advice. I think one of the most annoying things in the world, which I might even be honestly guilty of sometimes, is like you meet with a group of friends or even just someone who's trying to talk to you and you just keep pulling out the phone. You just keep pulling it out, you know, and you're like kind of paying attention to them, but you're not. He's totally right. Give anybody, no matter who it is, give them the time of day, listen, have a conversation with someone, for crying out loud. You know, I think that is great advice. So honestly, Shang, thank you. Actually, his name is Phil. Phil, thank you, man. All right, dude, awesome. All right, let's move on now. Teach me how to flip. We got some videos of Clifford doing some flips. All right, so Clifford just did a backflip and it looks solid, man. Honestly, Clifford, dude, you just got to keep training. The more and more you want it to get better. All right, Queen. Moving on to Queen. Hello, brother. I think you're good, but I need to help me with something. Sorry to bother you. Where do you live? And I want to meet you one day because you helped me to no circus. I send you a video tomorrow. Thanks, brother, but I need to see you, brother, if I'm going to come South Africa. Oh, I love that country. I think you're very teaching me. My WhatsApp number is. Seems like a really nice guy. So it looks like you just wanted some help with learning flips and stuff. Honestly, it's a lot. You just got to keep practicing. You know, each and every day you got to try and think like, okay, I'm gonna try to just. You got to really want it. So if you want to do something, no matter how hard it is, you can't think about how hard it's gonna be and like, why is that easier for other people? It's literally just you've got to want it enough to defeat the difficulty, if that makes any sense. And I hope that makes sense, and I hope that's not a cheap answer. That's the best advice I can give. All right, Krishna says, hi, please help me, bro. Probably a flip or something, same advice, but I guess I could look at it deeper if you sent me a video. Archnie sent me a video of Adrenaline Worldwide. Oh my goodness, doing some crazy gainer swing double cork. Thank you for that. That's good motivation. All right, next. Swam sent me a video. So he sent me a video of these like dunk. I don't want to give away. So it looks like jump training band type stuff. And they said, didn't you make a video on this? So what it looks like is it's like a resistance band. The video I made was basically, it was helping you jump with your feet. Like it was pulling your foot down. This one is like adding resistance. So when you train with it, it's hard, but when you take it off, it's easier. So I guess I made a video similar to this, but yeah, this looks like something that you can purchase too right now. That's, you know, I think my idea was pretty original. I'm certain someone might have thought of it, but I haven't seen anything on the internet like that. Awesomeness Rockstar said, oh man, I gave away your full name, I'm sorry. Hey, think you're one of the best content creator out there. Thanks, brother. All right, we gotta say thanks to that. Thanks, bro. Hopefully you're a bro. All right, I'm sorry, I gotta skip these group messages because I don't think they're totally directed towards me. Fitness Freak says, hi bro, can you just help to learn scratching? Happy New Year and may God bless you. Thank you, brother. Scratching, I think you're talking about like DJ scratching, like that'd be sweet if I could help, man, but I've never scratched in my life. I've never even had a turntable, so I don't even know. I'm certain there's some good tutorials out there on the internet, but once again, I don't know. When I was making music, I used Ableton Live 9, and I also used a little bit of Fruity Loop Studio, but I never had any really, any hardware other than my computer and some Rocket 5s. Yeah, newbie. Flip Vanek. Oh man, I gave away your full name again, bro. Oh, you just mentioned me in a story. Cool. All right, Jacko. All right, Jacko sent me something. He says bape, and he says beep, bang. And he's responding to my Bigfoot ornament that I got this year for my Christmas tree. And he's responding to my crappy sushi that I made that was absolutely terrible. And then the next guy, Anga, says, responding to my sushi, saying, please make a 5-minute video about food recipe. Look at that. You guys see that? I don't know if you can see that. That's the sushi I made. So Carol, responding to my sushi, he says, they look very nice and cute, tiny rice avocados. Yeah, they do. Everybody's just laughing at my sushi, so Craig's laughing at my sushi. Bro, well done. It looks like feet. I want one so bad. So Banajar said that about my sushi. Yeah, terrible. I know. Moving on, more questions are coming up. Sir, please make some slow motion hack flip tutorial on side flip and front flip. I'm always willing to take video requests. So if you have any video requests, just send them to me on Instagram. Even if I don't respond to you and I'm a jerk like I always am, I hope you can understand, but I will read your message from now on because I haven't read them. And now that I'm seeing this, it's giving me ideas. So slow motion flip tutorials, those are always great. We can make some new ones. All right, B-Girl SO says, hi, you don't know, but nice to meet you. I'm Soph. I don't want to give away your full name. And I am from Italy. Just want to say thank you for all your videos and lessons. I started breakdancing a month ago, and finally I had this opportunity. With your videos, I can learn new moves out of dance school. Thank you so much. Before I started it, I used to watch your videos and try them at home. So thank you again for your videos and keep doing them. Thank you. Tucker is clapping at my sushi. Jacob is clapping at my sushi. And he says, Lucas, how can you get more height on your back tuck? From Jacob. To get more height, really, you know what I think a lot of people, you gotta work on timing out the arms with your jump. So really force those arms up with the jump and you will get more height. Also, just being able to jump higher, you'll obviously get more height. That's probably the biggest thing though, is timing those arms out with the jump to maximize the height. Love from Italy from Frasimo. Love from America. Hi, all right, Ziggy. Hi Lucas, my name is Ziggy. I'm a senior in high school and I'm a music theater production. And I was looking at your videos to learn how to backflip, and I came across your videos and they have helped me so much. I can now backflip, but I have a video, and if you could take a look at it, I would appreciate it. Oh, that's pretty good, man. So he's basically doing like a round off backflip, and he's really sending it with his arms, which is great. I know it's gonna be cheesy, but dude, just keep practicing because it looks like you already got it down pretty well. If you're gonna do the round off the backflip, just keep working on the snappiness. So keep working on like the snappiness of the round off backflip, and that's just gonna be with practice. Maybe even get like a nice soft mat to put down and really do the round off and try to do it quick and snappy. And with that, when you really time it out right, instead of like pausing before doing the backflip, you'll get it to like a punch backflip. And if you do that with a little bit of block, so if I do my round off and then block a little bit and punch, you'll get really high. So good job, man. Very good job for teaching yourself that. That's actually very impressive. Holland says, hi, I know you may never see this, as I am sure you get tons of other messages, but I was just wondering, when did you start training for flipping? Also, did you need to have any gymnastics training to learn these? I basically really started getting into flips 2012, okay? 2011, at the very end of the year, I kind of started getting more into it. 2012, I hit it hard, so that's when I actually really started editing it into training. Now I want to say I landed my first backflip, I think in 2010 on the ground. First backflip on the ground in 2010, but I was 97% b-boy training, right? So I was basically doing air flares, trying to practice those. But I remember seeing this battle from Monster Jam 2010. It was brand new at the time. So end of the year 2010, I saw Blue versus Kill, and Blue threw this insane round off backflip. It was insane to me at the time, and I'm like, man, I need flips. So I learned a backflip on the ground, and it was like this high off the ground. You guys probably saw it from, check out my video where it's like I go back in time and I show you guys like what I learned, you know, like me learning flips for the first time. It's from like 2010 to basically 2013, and it's just, yeah. So I started learning flips and like really practicing them in like 2012 though, because 2011 was like slow. I just practiced like here and there a little bit, but 2012 is when I really got into tricking, and that was like my year. I was about 21 going on 22 at the time. So hopefully that answers your question. Rashid says, he just mentioned me in his story. All right, cool. Oh, cool. Look at Lack of Fesu. Sorry, I said your full name. Says, hello, can I ask you a question? What headphones do you use? Because mine are still falling off. What I use in the gym are earbuds. They're earbuds. They still have a cord in them, so I don't know, that's not up to date, but they're earbuds. That's what they are. Dario mentioned me in a story. Cool. Jalini says, real big fan of yours. Hi, I learned backflip in 20 minutes from you. No, I'm teaching my friend. We live in Hawaii. I'm 13, LOL. You're awesome. Thank you, man. I'm glad I could help. Just practice safely, and I'm really glad I could help, man. Seriously. Jorian, he says, how are you? You have a nice account. Thank you, man. You have some very good artwork. Tausif says, hey, I need help. I can't do front flip. What I can say is, man, you just got to keep practicing. It looks like you're maybe into Taekwondo, so you probably have access to a lot of mats. Be sure you're blocking when you're jumping. Really time out the jump with the arms. But then I don't know where you're at because there's no video, but that's my best advice, is to block the jump, the arms, pop that butt up, tuck tight. Tighter you tuck, the faster you spin, usually, if you time out the jump with the tuck. Timing, practice, put those mats down. Protect your knees. Be sure you land in an anatomically correct squat position if you're landing low so you don't hurt your knees. Amazing says to me, hello. Wow, hi brother. Please reply. I'm a big fan. Please bro. Hey, I'm just gonna say hey. Yo Lucas, can you please make more skits with Skeeter McGee? Just please, they're so funny. Glad you like them, man. Glad you like them. Yes. B-Boy Ball has sent me some stuff here. Oh man, he sent me a lot of stuff. I'm for time purposes, I'm gonna go to your most recent one, dude. I'm sorry. Looks like doing some tops and some mills, and the mills are looking really good. Barrel mills, and they look good. Nice job, man. Rose Apple has sent me, hi, I've been watching your videos for a while, and I was wondering if you have any tips for me so I can land the backflip. I just learned it. All right, so I'm checking out this. Oh, it looks like she's on a trampoline trying to learn how to do a backflip. Oh, very close. So it looks like she's doing a backflip, but she's landing on her knees, basically. What I would say is really try to spot the ground when you come around with your eyes so you know where it is. And when you see it with your eyes, try to be like conscious and aware of where the ground is. Like try to be conscious of what you're seeing when you come around. You know, don't be overly conscious because you'll be thinking about it too much, but just the ground. Like come around, you see the ground, and then activate your legs to open back up. You know, just figure it out and time it out right, because it looks like you're sending it completely around, but you're just like blind doing it. You know, you're just like, ah! And then allowing yourself to hit the knees on the ground. That happens to me when I was, you know, trying to learn the double back, is I would just, and then like land on my knees. But when I started to be like, okay, I'm starting to wait for that spot and then try to like open my legs real quick, then it would happen. So hopefully that helps. Spot the ground. All right, Bucket Mouth. Bucket Mouth says, hi dude, hi, you helped me do my first double backflip. Thanks to your double backflip video and the moon soup video. Awesome, brother. I'll check out that video. It's on his page. Oh, we did it. I like this video. Owen says, hey, I'm really trying to learn the side flips and I'm really struggling. It would be very cool if you could maybe give me some pointers. It would actually mean the world if you could give me some pointers. Side flip. So side flip, some pointers. Main pointers I want to say is you want to work on the blocking. So blocking is coming in at an angle, so it turns that horizontal momentum into vertical momentum, right? Also, you want to really use that arm to help tuck you into the side flip. Time out the jump with the block with the tuck. Once again, just like the front flip, faster you tuck, the faster you'll spin. Or the harder you tuck, the faster you spin. Also, with the side flip, really, honestly, if you just take some time, maybe drill like 25 attempts over a barrier that's a little bit over waist high and roll over the barrier trying to get lighter and lighter each and every time, that is just a great exercise. You got to put in like at least 25 attempts though, okay? At least, bare minimum. And you'll notice you're lightening up over and over as you go over that barrier. Sorry if my chest here is grossing anybody out. That's a great pointer I have, is just drilling that exercise over a barrier. I've had it in many tutorials. Owen, best of luck to you, brother. Manson. Hi, my name is Manson. I'm 14, always watching your flipping videos and enjoy them. I could do some flips, so if you text me back, I'll send you some opinion. Sure, man. Infamous says, can you help me get the rest of this down? And it looks like he is trying to do a backflip. Dang, son. He landed right on his face, but he shook it off like a boss because he looks like a pretty tough dude. Shoot, dude, it looks like he's jumping really straight up. These are so hard to figure out what the problem is. It's like when everything looks pretty much right, but for some reason it's just not coming over. I think it's a combination of a few things. There's like a full body like connectivity. There's like a whip almost you can feel when you do the backflip right. Even if you're doing it like perfect form and you're jumping straight up and then tucking, there's like a sense of momentum change that you can control and feel. And I just think that's the part that's lacking. You're basically jumping straight up. You're almost kind of like quitting for just a second and then committing. So you're like losing that full chain of power that you can have. What I would say is try to really tighten the core up right when you tuck in and don't relax for a second. All right? And maybe get a softer pad because, you know, you don't want to keep falling like that. You're going to, yeah. But I'm certain this was like 6 days ago. But yeah, maybe also something that might help you is if you work on the back handspring, because it might just help you get that whip a little bit down better without, you know, maybe like worrying about falling on your face. But if you do the back handspring, remember, don't throw your fingers back like this. You turn your hands in because you don't want to jam your fingers into the ground, okay? That's a misconception with the back handsprings. People be like, hee, and then they'll break their fingers. So you got to scoop the ground like that. Man, I hope this helps, bro, because you look like you're really trying. And it looks like it looks like you have the like soul to keep trying. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like someone who's like, no, it looks like you want it. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that helps. Sina said, your split video is kind of interesting and I'm going to try it hopefully. Awesome. I think she is referring to my video where I learned the splits in one day. The thing I want to say is you guys already know this, and I mentioned this in the video, is I was already pretty flexible. And a lot of the methods I used, you know, I was kind of pushing it. So if you're going to try to mimic what I was doing, be sure you don't push it too far. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Just take it slowly and don't hurt yourself. Because, you know, I would say in that video, I kind of pushed it a little bit too much. And it wasn't permanent. I didn't continue to just keep it like that. And I don't know. If it were up to me, I would spread that over a longer period of time. I basically did that for the video. Yeah, I did. I know. And I think it was kind of dangerous. I'm very happy that I actually am not hurt now thinking about it. Fine Drawing says, hello, I'm an artist. Also like exercise flips training. If I were to make a portrait of you, would you give me a shout out and help me grow? Thank you in advance. Hey Lucas, I just saw your newest vlog in which you said you try to answer questions for messages that people send here. So my question is, would you like me to make a portrait drawing of you, and can you give me a shout out? And even share the portrait if you want. Yeah, dude, make the drawing. I would love to see it. So, Fine Drawings. Here we go. Shout out, brother. It looks like you're good at drawing, dude. I would love to have my picture drawn by you, man. That'd be sweet. So, shout out to Fine Drawings. He's going to draw me a picture. So, Fine_drawings. That's a good username. All right, Sammy Boy says, hey, man, your vids are awesome, especially your skits. I have a question. What do you do your editing on? Because I've been wanting to start editing my flips, and I don't know what editing program to use. Thanks. So, I edit on Adobe Premiere Pro Creative Cloud, and right now I have, right now I'm actually using Adobe Premiere Pro CC 2018 12.1.2 because I'm running an iMac 5K 2015, and I downloaded the newest version. Okay, so I actually have both versions of Adobe Premiere because you can honestly download. When you subscribe to the Creative Cloud on Adobe, you have access to all their versions that are available pretty much up to like a year ago, and like maybe 2 years actually. I think I can still download the 2017 version. So they always keep it up to date. However, the new one, the 2019 one, it had a lot of bugs in it, and it ruined everything. So I uninstalled it. I reinstalled the 2018 12.1.2. Maybe it's corrected now, but you know what? The one I was using, it was working perfectly fine. So until they totally fix everything and make a new version, then I'll download that. But yeah, I use Adobe Premiere Creative Cloud, whatever version is working for my computer the best. And right now that happens to be 12.1.2. If you get a subscription to that, you have to pay yearly, unfortunately, but you do get to download the newest software whenever it comes out. And I also have Photoshop, Illustrator, bunch of other stuff. So it's definitely useful for me and what I do. So that's what I use. I love the program. Premiere is honestly my favorite editing program that I've used so far. Then again, I've only used Premiere and Sony Vegas. Funky Joke sent me, hey, love your videos. Do you have any tips on how to land a Webster? Feel free to show the clip. If I don't mind. Holy moly. It looks like he's trying to whip a Webster down almost like an aerial. So, man, very solid attempt so far. Funky Joe, this is for you. Funky Joe is jumping off his left leg and kicking his right leg in the back. So he's doing the opposite that I'd be doing. That doesn't matter. What I'd recommend doing is, for the Webster, is you gotta swing that right leg more and time both of those arms with that right leg more. You gotta try and sync them up. Think about lift and jump at the same time. You wanna be sure you're jumping off that left foot as you're kicking up with that right foot and throwing those arms in the back to also give you lift, and then leaning, tucking, turning, landing. Definitely check out my Webster tutorial. There's a few good slow motion examples in there. Also, I want to say Ronnie Street Stunts. We've never actually met each other, but he just seems like a nice guy, and he makes quality tutorials, and he has a killer Webster, 100 times better than mine. Watch some of his slow motion tutorials on the Webster, and even like the Russian front punch or whatever, the Russian front. Great examples if you want to just watch something in slow motion over and over. So shout out to him. Yeah, check that out. Or you can check out my 5-minute Webster tutorial. It should have some decent examples in there. And Webster on the inside of the house too. All right, a living human being says, yo, Pygmy, I really trying to nail a side flip, but I'm doing the barrel roll over the tables, garbage cans, etc. Could you please give me a description of how to do it in the air? Definitely check out my side flip in 5-minute tutorial. That'll definitely break it down probably better than I can explain it. But how to do a side flip in the air, you're gonna want to, how I do it, is I run up to it, I put my legs out in front of me, block, and at the same time I jump off my toes, I'm throwing my arm up and scooping down. So like up and down, my right arm, because I'm going towards my right shoulder, up and down. I almost immediately tuck. I've, kind of worked on it here and there, and when you get that right tuck, the right timing for that tuck, you will turn faster. And then I'm kind of spotting the ground a little bit. When I come back around, open up and I land. Hope that's a good enough description, man. But definitely check out my 5-minute side flip tutorial. Yeah, there's a new, so I had my old, maybe he just saw my old one where I used a garbage can to learn the side flip. That's like actually the first 5-minute flip tutorial I've ever made. That was crazy. That was like 2016. But I actually made a new one last year, I think it was last year, where I actually just side flip in 5 minutes on the grass. Just pure side flip, no machine, no garbage can or barrier. Check that out, bro. Moving on. Jordan says, teach please, or he says tips please. He's trying to do a backflip. Man, he landed it. All I can say, man, dude, I don't want to give you a cheap response, but just keep practicing. Just keep drilling it, practicing, and it looks like you're really leaning back a lot in the beginning. From that backyard backflipper mentality that I have, I'd be like, yo, dude, as long as you're landing it, it's cool. But if you want to get higher, obviously you're gonna want to jump up more. You know what I'm saying? So jump up and straighten up, and then time out that tuck right. Whoa! I changed this name to often. That's the name of the username. Hey Pygmy, me and my friends, Eddie, are a huge fan of yours. We were wondering if there is any advice you could give on teens trying to bulk. I appreciate your response. So I assume you're trying to gain weight, trying to gain muscle, not trying to get fat, you're trying to gain muscle. That's probably, that's what usually bulking refers to. Bulking, like, bodybuilding. No matter what age you are, in my honest opinion, I think you want to do things the healthy way. So a lot of people are like, yo, you're young, just eat junk food. Eat as much junk food as you can. Eat out to McDonald's, eat out to here and there, and just eat as many calories as you can. That's going to get you the bulk. That's going to work. You're going to put on weight, but you're going to feel like a turd. And even if you don't feel like a turd, it could lead to problems like inflammation, joint problems down the road when you hit in your 20s, right? I honestly think a lot of my problems were from eating so crappy during the time when I was, just eating crappy, right? But that's just all my opinion. So I think the most important thing is calories in, calories out. You're a teenager, so your metabolism is probably gonna be ramped up. I would download MyFitnessPal. In my nutrition program, I do talk a lot about this. So MyFitnessPal is usually a good calorie tracking software. However, it's kind of been having some problems recently. I don't know if that's just my phone, but you know what? Just eat normally. Try to track your calories and see how much you're eating. And then if you're not gaining any weight, you wanna bump those calories up by like 500 a day, okay? So if you're like, okay, say you eat like 2,500 calories a day and you're like, this is what I've been eating always and I haven't been gaining any weight, then start eating 3,000. And at first you can track it on MyFitnessPal. So track your day and be like, all right, I just hit 25, now I need 500 extra calories. Whatever that may be, add them in. Honestly, you'll probably be getting in enough protein, enough fats, enough carbs if you try to keep it healthy, okay? So try to eat fresh foods, try to make your own foods for the most part. 80-20 rule, I say, that's usually a good idea, especially if you're just coming from being someone just getting into nutrition. 80% you try to make it on your own, try to eat healthy, and the 20% if you have to, then you can eat it out or wherever you want. But I'd recommend 100% obviously. But I think for beginners, it's easier to just do the 80-20% rather than just jumping 100% in and becoming super obsessed with it. Unless you're like that type of person where you like to just dive in. If you like to dive in, go 100% healthy whole foods if you can. So calories in, calories out, that's the best advice I have. I know that's so simple and just basic knowledge, but it definitely works and it's definitely effective. You just gotta be consistent each and every day. Consistency, calories in, calories out. So consistency. And I would recommend doing it by about a 500 calorie surplus at first because you don't wanna get too fat too fast. Because if you put on too much weight too fast, you put on a lot of fat and then, you don't wanna put on fat. That's what I'm saying, because you're gonna put on maybe a little bit of fat, but you don't wanna put on too much fat. Hopefully that makes sense, because if you put on too much fat, then it's gonna be a lot easier to gain that back later, and it's just gonna cause you all kinds of problems. So I'd recommend increase it by 500 a day, try to keep your calories healthy. And you'll maybe put on a little bit of fat, but overall, if you go at a nice steady pace with a good workout regimen, you should be on track. Hopefully that answered your question. Sorry I blabber. All right, Nadia says, hey there, so I recently came across your YouTube channel because I was looking for handstand tutorials, and viola, you came up. Oh, maybe like an instrument? Just want to let you know that your handstand tutorials are the best one yet. Thank you. I swear, I was able to do it in like a couple minutes. Well, what do you know? Look at that testimony right here. Everybody who doubts, 5 minutes. I still got a long way to go, but those are some awesome drills. Practice is the key, she says. So thank you. Keep on rocking. Hey, thanks. Dennis. All right, Dennis is next. Hey, Pygmy. One year ago, I started watching your videos. They motivated me to go out, learn flips, and do fitness. And even learning from school. I learned so much from you, and I want to say thank you. Here's a little I did last week, and best wishes from Switzerland. Dude, man, he looks like a boss. What? Dude, super glad I could help. You're a pro. He's so good. Man, this guy got good. Luke mentioned me in their story, aka Bulv sent me hi. First, just want to say I really like your videos. I want to ask if I could send you a picture of me in middle split and help me determine if I should follow your video to achieve full split. Sure. I don't want to give bad advice, so all I can say is don't push it to the point of pain. I don't know what else to say right now. Selk has said, hello brother, hello Pygmy. I want to learn some basic flips, and sent me a photo. Cool, man. Remember, it's going to take practice and dedication. Willie B says, hi, sorry to message, but I'm desperate, and I've dealt with a messed up scapular most of my adult life, and it's really getting me down. I need detailed help about how to get rid of it. I watched your video, but it just seems like sometimes these exercises work and sometimes they don't. I think my body's jacked up and doesn't realize when it's doing them wrong. So scapular winging is like where you have your scapula popped out the back. Now I'm not a doctor, but I do know that you can actually get permanent scapular winging if you had surgery and they accidentally cut your nerve. There's a nerve down here and it helps retract the scapula. And if that gets damaged or cut, maybe you got punched here or shot here or stabbed here, or surgery, botched surgery. If something happened on either side and you cut that nerve, you can literally have permanent scapular winging. So that's just something to be cautious about. But other than that, usually just poor posture can cause scapular winging and not having a strong serratus anterior. So that's like the muscle that helps bring forward like this, kind of helps with the chest a little bit. One thing I could say is get into the push-up position like this, and you'll probably notice your scapular winging. What I want you to try to do is try to bring the shoulders forward and try to push out. You'll feel like your body push out right through here. That's your serratus pushing out, and that will help pull your scapula in. And because you probably have scapular winging right now, that might be hard to do at first because those muscles might be a little weak. But just holding that isometric pushed out position on the ground for, you know, is 5 seconds at a time. And then take a little bit of rest, and then push out again, and then take a little bit of rest. Do sets of 3 at first, work up to maybe sets of 5. Over time, that'll help slowly build your serratus muscle so it's more strong, and help prevent the scapular winging. It's just usually an imbalance of muscles in the back, and I think that's probably the quickest route to helping. But then again, I don't know specifically exactly what's wrong, and it could be other things, other imbalances as well. That's just right off the top of my head advice, and I really hope that it helps out, Willoughby, man. I hope you're feeling better, dude. Final message here by X and Harl. Sorry, I just said your full name again. Hi, I want to learn to breakdance. I saw your videos on YouTube, so could you maybe recommend me a move which is good to learn first? Because I've never done breakdance before. Good move to learn first, take you not too long, is the backspin. I know that's so basic in elementary. If you want to learn just power, if this is about power moves, which I assume, because that'll help you get your momentum down. Then I would learn the windmill. That really helps tying the momentum down, and then it's honestly whatever you want to learn. But you can honestly start with whatever you want, because, yeah. So I'd, you know, work on that handstand strength, maybe do some push-ups, get in physical shape. I don't know where you're starting from, but if it's just strictly breakdance move, backspin, the windmill, then whatever you want. But if you want to get into b-boying and battling, I would recommend learning top rock, footwork, six step, you know, freeze, a decent freeze. That's the basics of b-boying, the fundamentals. And then, you know, work on a little momentum with the backspin, windmill, and so on. Hope that helps out, dude. Hope that makes sense. But really, it's honestly whatever you want to do. Looks like I still have a ton of unread messages from people I already know and from people I already follow. But I wanted to just send that to you guys because those are messages I've never even seen before. And this was over an hour long. Hopefully I can edit this video down to under an hour, but if it's not, I'm sorry. And thank you for your patience. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it answered your questions. I hope it was entertaining. Sorry it was just so basic and me sitting here blabbing away. I just felt like I owed it to you guys to help answer your questions. And this was, like, I think the most convenient way possible, because if other people had the same questions, then I'd be able to help you guys as well. But hey, maybe next time I do this, I'm not going to have as many messages, so it won't be as long. Maybe I'll do this on the weekly. Yeah, you know what? Right now we'll say we'll do this on the weekly. Why not? There's nothing to lose. There's nothing to lose. So if you want to ask me a question for your weekly Q&A, yo man, I'm sending you this question for your weekly Q&A. You can use my photo in your video if you want. So if you want me to share your photo with whatever, send me that. And we'll do another one next week, because there's nothing to lose here. I think, honestly, it's just helpful, if anything, or boring, if anything. And if it's boring, then, you know, you don't have to watch it. But if you want to send me a question you want it answered, or you want me to show a video of you doing something, or give you advice on a video, send it to me. I will answer it to the best of my knowledge and abilities and give you my opinion on whatever it is. But yeah, you know what? Let's do this on the weekly now. How about that? Hopefully that sounds like a good idea. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. More videos coming out. Peace. You all have a good one. I'll see you in the next video. What you got?